Okay.
What else? Okay. On our second question, if the government is giving us the right budget or the proper amount of budget for our operation, of course naman. Like in the area of centralization of our offices, we were able to, as early as August of last year, we were able to arealize or separate our offices, particularly 3 offices in Loton, Monumento area, and Mandaluyong, to be able to reach out to our constituents in those areas. Because imagine a particular client from Valenzuela or Las Piñas traveling from these areas to Makati, and how much time they will spend just for traveling time, just to be able to say register the business name, diba? Now, right there in their own locality, they're able to access the services of DTI, without so much. We're cutting down on the cost of coming and going to our DTI offices. So in that particular aspect, I guess we can say that the government is very supportive and has properly given its support, particularly in terms of logistics. How does a business owner register his or her own business name? A business name is primarily a DTI, a DTI program. So by on the basis of Republic Act 883, particularly a business or an owner of business is required to register its particular business name if they're not using their own name as a business name. So basically, as I've said earlier, we've streamlined the requirements to only 2, particularly for sole proprietorships. One is we require just the application form signed by the owner and 300 pesos.
Okay.
Of course, over and above that, plus another 15 pesos for documentary staff, which is a requirement of the BIR. For corporations and partnerships, we've cut down it to 3. One is the application form, their SEC documents, particularly SEC certificate and articles of incorporation, and third is 500 pesos. So it used to be for mga 5 requirements, now streamlined to 2 for sole proprietorships, and it used to be 7 requirements for corporations and partnerships, now down to 3. So medyo na-streamlined natin ito. And as I've said, you can go to any DTI offices within Metro Manila to register the business, and our processing time right now, it used to be from 1 week to 1 month, now down to 1 day to 2 days. 1 day to 2 days. So even if you go early to a DTI office as early as 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, you can get it even for an hour or 2. That's how fast we have improved the process or enhanced the process. What are the costs that go with the registration? As I've said earlier, the processing fee of 300 for sole proprietorship, 500 for partnerships with corporations, 15 pesos for documentary stamps. What else? Nothing. No more. The application forms are given out for free, so no need for the payment deduction. Or you can even go online application. You just go to our website dincr.ph or www.business.gov.ph. That's where you can download the application form, or you can apply online. How do you encourage people to submit business reports? We do not require people to submit financial reports, particularly for business name. Unlike Securities and Exchange Commission, for their corporations and partnerships, they do require, as part of the registration process, they do require a regular submissions of financial reports. Here in DTI, because we are just registering business names, so there is no requirement for submissions. But I think for business permits and licenses, under the local government or the cities and municipalities, they do require submissions of such reports. Are the amounts pertaining to the different registration worth paying for? If yes, how can you say that? I think it should be right now. We are charging only 300 pesos for sole proprietorship, and that goes for 5 years. I think we should charge more. We should charge more for the services. Particularly nowadays that we've now graduated from teller type system before to web-enabled business name registration system, which is internet-based. So I think because of the cost coming from government, imagine we have spent, I think, around mga 27 million is for the program, and then for the monitoring. So I think it's about time that we really change or really increase the processing fees. Nowadays, what's 300 pesos? Even for fees in the local government, I think this costs much higher. And this even based on the asset size of particular company. We don't go by that. We just on a straight basis, we just require 300 pesos for all types of sole proprietorships. What benefits do you give to the businessmen? As I've said, our programs, particularly on the three aspects, enabling business environment for the conducive growth of business, access to finance, and access to market. These are the three vital requirements that a business needs, for it to properly operate in the economy. So I think we're doing just right in prioritizing these three particular concerns to support the business sector. What are the tips or suggestions that you can give us in handling a business? I suppose it's we are referring here to a business owner operating a business. Of course, there are a lot of required disciplines for a business owner to properly and successfully operate a business. But for one, I guess we really need to be focused in operating our business. And as a sole proprietor, we need to differentiate or separate our personal from the business or the professional requirements. So we need to separate the needs of the family from the needs of the business.